Well, folks, we'll go ahead and get started here. My name's Tony Bachov, and I'm the track announcer here at the Knoxville Raceway, and so we're glad you're here with us this weekend. And this is really a great kickoff to what's going to be a fun weekend with the World of Outlaws in town, and which has actually turned out to be our opening weekend here since we got rained out last week. So if you weren't here last week, you're in for a real treat this week. So it's my honor to be here tonight to host this event and to really reflect back on some of the pioneers in racing and what brought us to where we are today. And tonight we'll salute Cheryl Glass and learn a little bit about someone that didn't have people knocking at her door to fund her race team and make it easy for her. She had to work at it, and she was very successful. And I think it's going to be an interesting story tonight to learn more about her. To my left is Cheryl's mother, Shirley Glass. And so we're glad to have you here with us tonight, Shirley.
Oh, thank you.
And on my right is her mechanic, Jim National Grantham. That's the nickname, right?
Yeah, I was given that.
You were given that. So I'll start with Shirley. And Shirley, if you could just kind of tell us a little bit about Cheryl. And she was interested in a lot of things, from ceramics, racing. She went on to college to do a lot of different things. It wasn't that she was just focused on racing. She was very diverse and had a very broad perspective in life.
Yes, her thing was that a lot of people get stumped because they always think they have to have a role model to do something. And she felt that everybody should do the best they can, and that was the rewards of success. She started her own business at 9 years old, a ceramic business. And she sold her ceramics to Frederick and Nelson at that time, which is a big store.
Okay.
And she just continued to do things that were out of the box. Whatever she wanted to do, she set a goal, and she did it. And she said most people can do what they want to do. It just takes some people a little bit longer. That was her thing on that.
Yeah, it's for the camera.
She did lots of that. She did ceramics, like I said. She did dolls. She had her own dress business in Seattle, downtown Seattle, one of the finest shops in Seattle. And she started that from her own wedding, where again she did the best she can. And everybody who worked on her wedding did it out of love. And the people who worked on her car, when she was car racing, did it out of love because we didn't have all that money. It took a lot of money, and it was very hard for a woman to get a lot of sponsors. So everybody who worked on that did it out of love. And like I said, when people do love, good things can happen from that. She was interested in the community. She did a lot of things in the community with children, the museum, you name it, she was involved in it. She loved people, and she was shy, believe it or not. She never watched herself on television.
Really?
Don't care what it was. She didn't want to watch it, and she could never understand why anybody would stand in line for her autograph. That was just unbelievable. She didn't understand that at all.
As a mother, how did you feel about watching your daughter race?
Terrible. I was always so nervous about it. And I can remember when she won this big trophy where she beat 45 guys out of racing, you know. I didn't even see the thing because I was so scared. I had my head buried down in the thing. I missed the whole event. So I was not one of those moms who was cheering on, but I was cheering on, but I was so scared you probably couldn't hear me cheering. So that's how I felt about racing.
She had some success. She won 5 consecutive state and regional championships in Seattle.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's got to be something that makes you feel really good to know that against all the odds and the competition and all those things, that she was still able to go out there and be very successful.
Yeah, it was about not necessarily winning, but doing the best you can with whatever you had. She wasn't focusing on winning. It was focusing on doing what you like to do. And I think we get too involved in winning, and we don't enjoy whatever we're doing. And I think that's one of the things she tried to portray in her whole life, is to enjoy life and do your best.